surprising that I was one of the only people to not know about the Addams Family musical, and you knew about it, and I was the only one that got in because you didn't audition for it.
No, I didn't audition.
Oh, why didn't you audition?
I have too much going on.
Nah, sure.
Okay, well, this is the Live in 5 show. I'm Maya.
And I'm Sean.
Is your computer screen just plain tiny, or does it simply load too slow? Worry no more, Apple has a new iMac for you.
When you were little, there was a good chance you got scared of those monsters under your bed. Monsters, Inc. shows the daily life of these monsters, and Disney is turning it into a TV show now. How will that turn out?
Ariana Grande?
Plus NYSync.
It's NSYNC, okay? Okay, so find out more.
We got news about the Warriors and the Seattle quarterback, Russell Wilson.
We've got all this and more
right after the break.
I am Tetzlaff, California.
I am Tetzlaff, California.
I'm Tetzlaff, California.
I'm Tetzlaff, California.
We are Tetzlaff, California.
And we're back.
Now it's time to check out what's going on around campus.
You've seen pictures of so many of the famous sites and read in class about America's historic beginnings. Now, take a trip with your friends and discover Washington, D.C. and New York City for yourself. On this World Strides trip, you'll travel in time from the past to the modern day. You'll experience the powerful political epicenter of Washington, D.C. and the fast-paced cultural melting pot of New York City. You and your friends will interact with so many cultures, iconic landmarks, and extraordinary views that you've never experienced before. This is not your ordinary history lesson. America's past meets the present right in front of you. Your days will be packed from morning to night. There is so much to see and do in Washington, D.C. and New York City. You'll see breathtaking landmarks that symbolize our American values of freedom and justice. Some of the greatest museums in the world.
It was pretty cool. We got to ride in this airplane like we were actually riding one, like we got to drive it, and then we got to touch a moon rock.
Inspiring memorials that capture our nation's history.
My favorite part has been Lincoln Memorial because I got to finally see it in real life instead of on a computer.
The memorial really brought a lot of heartwarming memories back because my brother was in the Marines and it was kind of hard seeing him go all the time.
One of my favorite sites was probably the 9/11 memorial. It showed that we weren't afraid, but we also remembered those who were lost.
And witness firsthand the traditions that make our country great.
Arlington is my favorite thing because when we were changing the guards, it was so cool because they were doing everything perfectly. I want to join the military, so I was honored to watch that, and it takes your breath away.
It was amazing. It was one in a million thing coming to see.
Your trip will be led by your own course leader to share fun facts and answer all your questions along the way.
So far, my favorite thing has been how detailed our tour guide goes into when he's talking about the monuments
Mr. Bryan's he's pretty chill. When he explains stories behind it, it paints a visual picture that you can, actually see. It's pretty cool.
He probably knows everything about everything. If you ask him what Lincoln's favorite pizza was, he could probably tell you.
And when you aren't seeing amazing sights, you'll spend lots of time with your friends, eating at restaurants, and hanging out in your own hotel room. You and your friends will create your own memories to share for years to come.
Times Square was bright. I feel like it kind of shows what New York's about. It's lively, it's busy, it's beautiful, no matter what time it is.
This trip has been so amazing, it's almost overwhelming.
It's quite an experience. I have seen things I never thought I'd see.
When you and your friends join us in Washington, D.C. and New York City, you'll watch history come alive on a travel adventure you'll never forget.
I would recommend this trip to other students because it's a really great experience. You get to see a lot of the nation's history and you get to have a good time with your friends and you learn a lot.
What's up, Trojans? This is Jaden from the Live and Vibe crew. So today we're just gonna go out, ask people what they're gonna do, what they're gonna have fun on for spring break. Let's go see what they have to say. We're here with
Aaron.
So what are you gonna do over spring break?
I'm just gonna be playing Apex because 4 nights are for bots, and I'm gonna be traveling the whole time.
We're here with
Isaiah. Shane.
What are you guys gonna do over spring break?
I might go to Knox and go to the Cerritos Regional Carnival.
Same here, and I'm going on a DC trip.
We're here with
Shakir.
What are you gonna do over spring break?
Play some soccer, I'm gonna clap Jaden in Fortnite, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
We're here with
Thomas.
So what are you gonna do over spring break?
Play basketball.
That's all?
And play on my PS4. Yeah.
Xbox. We're here with
Isaac.
So what are you gonna do over spring break?
Over spring break, I'm probably gonna do my homework, gotta finish it up and then study. Probably play my Xbox.
Alright, we're here with
Darius and Dasani.
What y'all gonna do over spring break?
We gonna be going to Knox, you feel me? Knox very far. Yeah.
We're here with
Aaron.
So what are you gonna do over spring break?
1v1 you and beat you, because you suck.
You're funny. Well, that's it for today, Trojans. As you can see, a lot of people for spring break, they just want to chill, hang out with their families. I guarantee you a lot of them want to be on that Fortnite or Apex. That's my case. That's what I want to do. But other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing week, have an amazing spring break, and I'll see you guys next time.
Today, 7th graders will be receiving an envelope in the homeroom. Make sure under the teacher, you will write Mr. Gullet on the envelope. There will be a meeting on Thursday, May 2nd at 6 p.m. in the MPR. If you have any questions, you can email Mr. Gullet at matthew.gullet@abcusd.us.
The MUN conference at Washington Middle School will take place April 30th, so mark your calendars to remember to support your fellow Trojans.
This year's Tetzlaff play will be based on the Addams family. Soon enough, you will be able to watch the creepiest family alive right in front of your eyes on May 9th through the 11th.
And that wraps it up for the Tetzlaff play-by-play.
Stay with us for a while. We'll be back before you can buy that hot Jake Paul merch.
Okay, let's try something different.
Welcome back.
It's time to get into today's hot topics.
Are you interested in getting a new computer? Well, Apple announced on April 2nd that they will be releasing new iMacs. These iMacs will have a 21.5-inch screen, a 4K display, and an 8th generation quad-core processor. The computer will also include better graphics chip advertised to give a 80% boost in performance. However, the design is still the same as previous iMacs.
You may have heard about Disney's new streaming service known as Disney Plus, and now Disney has announced a new TV spin-off series of Monsters Inc., which will be aired on Disney Plus in year 2020. The show's main character is a new mechanic working at the Monsters Inc. facility named Tyler Tussman. His goal is to work as a jokester on Laugh Factory, trying to make kids laugh. Along with this show, Disney Plus will feature their original movies, series, and documentaries.
Now it's time for Guess That Phrase with our one and only host, Charles.
You should. Marvel?
Yeah, Marvel. It was at this moment he knew.
You should have hit me in the head. You should have bit me in the head. You should aim for the head. You should have aimed for the head.
Oh no.
You should have gone for the head. You should have gone for the head.
No worse.
My best friend.
No.
Yo should
You should have gone for the head.
You should have aimed for the head.
That's a bad one. You should have aimed for the head.
What is wrong with you?
yo hood over Ahmed Ed.
Over aimed for the head.
Like 5 times and I don't get it. I don't know.
You should have aimed for the head.
Ariana Grande's headlining set slayed at Coachella and got an added boost
by the long-awaited reunion of 4/5 of her favorite boy band, NSYNC. Lance Bass, Joy Fatone, Chris Kirkpatrick, and JC Chazez joined Ariana Grande on stage Sunday night during her song Break Up With Your Girlfriend, I'm Bored, which samples an old NSYNC hit, then kicked nostalgia into high gear by performing Tearing Up My Heart. The fact Justin Timberlake wasn't there showed that Grande filled in nicely for him.
At one point, she announced to the crowd,
I've been rehearsing my whole life for this. The big guest appearances during Ariana's set didn't stop the NSYNC. Nicki Minaj also joined her. Tell us what you thought about this Coachella performance on our Instagram at TetzlaffCA.
Now to sports.
Good morning, children. Welcome to the Sports Zone. I'm Shakir.
I'm Kyle, and I'm Raiden. No, I'm just one. Kyle isn't here, so let's get to some sports.
Start off with some NBA news. Clippers versus Warriors. Clippers won 135-131. This is a great game for an LA team. Sadly, in this game, player from the Warriors, Cousins, got injured. He was on the ground, and whether or not he will be returning later on this season, I'll inform you guys on that later on.
All right, so for NFL, Odell used to be the highest paid player in the NFL, and now the Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson is. So basically, his contract was up, meaning any team could pick him. But the Seahawks gave him $140 million and an extra $65 million to close the deal. And now he's walking to the season as the highest player in the NFL. That's all time we have for today. That's all on the world news.
Parisians mourn the loss of one of the city's most famous historic sites, the Notre Dame Cathedral. As a huge fire destroyed the site on Monday, the Notre Dame was completed in the 13th century and is considered a feat of architecture and is a major religious and cultural symbol of France. The fire burned for several hours and caused the collapse of the cathedral spiral and the destruction of its roof structure, which dated back from the 13th century.
About 400 firefighters rushed to deal with the blaze, but fire trucks had difficulty to get to the scene due to the afternoon rush hour. The police urged people to stay out of the area. In the process of trying to put out the fire, a firefighter was seriously injured while fighting the fire. By early Tuesday morning, officials say the fire was under control and several invaluable artifacts had been rescued from the burning cathedrals. French president pledged to launch an international fundraising campaign to rebuild the cathedral.
It seems like a 9/11 situation.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I wonder what caused the fire.
I know.
Wait, so did the article say that did somebody cause it or did it just?
We have no idea actually.
I saw it on Instagram. I was just like, this was real?
And now it's time to check out today's FYI. Which state was the first to declare Christmas as a holiday? Alabama, California, Arkansas, or Kansas? Take 5.
Alabama was the first state to declare Christmas as a holiday.
Now it's time for Did You Know with Tommy.
Good morning, Trojans. So our guest today is Riley. So Riley, what are you gonna be talking about?
So basically, for a living, I ride dirt bikes and I just do races around United States, around California and stuff like that.
That's pretty cool. Do you like riding dirt bikes?
Yeah, it's a fun hobby. You could basically ride whenever you want. I ride a dirt bike, so I basically rip around the world. So.
Can you do tricks, like a wheelie?
I wouldn't really do tricks. It's not I do it as a sport, so it's I do competitions and stuff. So it's pretty fun.
Normally, do you actually ride your dirt bike around?
Yeah, I used to actually do BMX, which is on a pedal bike instead of with a motor, but yeah, it's a different change, but it's drastic.
That's pretty cool. All right, well, that's all the time we have for today, and we'll see everyone back here tomorrow morning.